Greetings, people. I just want to say happy Halloween. But the purpose of me making this video is this, man. They said that we suffer from the lack of knowledge. And I want to drop y'all some knowledge on part of the reason why we're suffering. So, we all know history like it's been told to everybody else, except for the people outside the United States. So, first of all, let me say this. We did not come from Africa. I repeat again, we did not come from Africa. And this ain't nothing that I done read in no book. I mean, it is something I read in a book, but I had to research it. Because I heard it first from my grandparents. I'm 60. I don't know about nobody else. My grandparents told me on how we were sharecroppers. And the people came over here from Africa, but it wasn't blacks. Europe was a part of Africa. And Europe, the Europeans, they went through Africa and conquered it. They conquered Egypt. You dig? So, excuse me. So, they came over here, and we were sharecroppers because that's what was selling crops. And we was bartering. We didn't have money. But we had our own government. We had our own House of Representatives, Senate, the Congress. We had all of that. They got that from us. As if you didn't know. So, we were sharecroppers, and the foreigners came over here, and they needed a place to stay. And guess where they stayed at? They stayed on our land, on our farms. And this is how the word squatters came about. They were squatters on our land. Okay? So we had to teach them how to farm. They didn't know how to farm. My great-grandparents helped show the great-great-parents showed them how to farm. So we had our own land. We still got our own land. And they was scaring people out their land. You know what I'm saying? Killing people because they didn't want to sell their land. But the ones that they was tricking was this. This is how we got into it. So, crop season is not all year round. Crop season is crop season. So what they did was they started taxing the crops. They created money. And by everybody, all of them started using money, everybody had to, flip over to the money. Like everybody flipped over to the cards and all that other stuff. So, in taxing the crops, taxes didn't stop when crop season was over. Taxes kept going. This caused debt. This caused us to be in debt. So, you get in so much debt they'd be like, okay, it was all a plan. Just like what they doing now is all a plan. So they say, okay, here, take this loan. So all you was doing was really giving them their money back and getting deeper in debt. Because crop season was steady ending every year. Every August, every September, crop season was ending. But we were still getting taxed on crops. So after the loan, after you get in so much debt, they tell you, well, look, just bring us the deed to your land. You can still stay there. You can still work on it. But all the time, you're renting it. So these contracts that were made when we took them our deeds was for so many years. Let's just say 60 years. Let's just say 80 years. All depends on how much money you owe them. Let's just say 100 years. So this is where you get people escaping slavery. Because now you're in slavery because you're working for them for free. For pennies on a dollar. So now people are trying to flee and run. Harriet Tubman, Underground Railroad, all that stuff. So, in doing so, this is how you get took off your land and you get put on the plantation. The plantation was the white man's land that he stole from somebody else. So now you got people running, they coming up north. So in doing so, and them taxing the land and taking it from us, they was giving the land back. I mean, they was giving the land to the foreigners for pennies on a dollar, and sometimes for nothing. This is what Martin Luther King was talking about when he said, I think I led my people into a burning building, because what we had wasn't standing, it wasn't going to stand long, and it didn't, as you see. So this is why they killed Martin Luther King, because he was telling the truth. So now, fast forward, after they gave the land to them, that's how we lost our land. Fast forward till today, you got the foreigners coming over, and they just giving them apartments. They giving them jobs. They giving them automobiles. They giving them everything. And they're giving them our property. If you own property, they're going to tax you out of your property or steal it illegally. This is why they said we will own nothing. Because big corporations are buying property. Because they know the immigrants. See, here's the thing. Immigrants gonna work because they come from nothing. Just like a real hustler. He came from nothing, so he gonna grind, he gonna get his bread, he gonna make sure he's straight. Same way the people is. A lot of us got comfortable though. But this is why Brandon Johnson has raised the taxes, because it was all part of their plan. All the way back from the pandemic, man. Brother, all the way back from, I know it goes farther than that, but let's just say all the way back to 9/11. Yup, 9/11. And this is why I say you got to study the past so you won't repeat the future. And this is the part that they hid because they knew if you knew this, what I'm telling y'all right now, man, it'd be a big problem. People wouldn't be going. So here we are today, fast forward, 2024. Here we are about to lose, black people about to lose their property. Black people about to lose their property to the immigrants, to the government. Because the government know what's going to happen. They're creating a new society. The way they, like when they start calling us blacks and Afro-Americans, they was creating a new society. When they created the LGBTQ, they was creating a new society. They bringing all these immigrants over here. They're creating a new society. So we have to make ourselves relevant. So, man, I'm trying to let y'all know what they own. Y'all, we going, people, we going around every day like, ho hum, ain't nothing. Man, listen. Them people finna X us out. Because here's what you don't know. Them people who come over here, if they black, white, if they black or any other color, what do you think their citizenship is going to be? You think they're going to call them black or Caucasian? They're going to be Caucasian. This is why they're getting everything. This is why they said black people will be extinct. Because as we die off, they're bringing more in. 10, 20 years, ain't no telling what it's going to look like. So, man, I just wanted to fill y'all in on that history, that piece of history. This is why I don't go for none of it. And that's why they disconnected us from our great-grandmothers and grandmothers and mothers and shit. Because that's how you give it a history. So, peace out, baby, everybody. And have a safe Halloween. Peace.